And welcome back to Farming Simulator 25. This is our hard difficulty Riverbend Springs playthrough. We are on September 5th, which is actually our 6th day. Um, Last time we logged on, we made a little bit of headway. We bought Field 34 here. And so I think today we're going to jump right into taking care of our own little field. So I'm going to run down to the barn. We're going to grab our tractor. And we're going to grab our mower. We're going to get mowed, baled. I think we're going to hold on to these bales, because we're going to start setting ourselves up to buy the sheep pen. Probably another episode, maybe by the end of this one if we're doing all right. But I will get back to you at the field. Alrighty, welcome to field 35. Get all set up here. We're gonna get this field mowed, and then after we get this mowed, we'll get it all baled. We're gonna hold on to this grass though, because this grass is gonna be for our sheep. So I'm thinking today the schedule of events is we're gonna get this grass mowed, we're gonna get it baled, and then we're gonna fertilize, and we're gonna lime this field because it clearly needs lime. So we'll take care of that and kind of see where we sit on time. I think that's gonna be pretty much all of this episode, sadly. There we go. Try and get as much of this as we can here. There we go. There's our first headland pass. Any luck, we'll get a couple bales out of this. Just kind of end up working this back and forth, and then I think I would like to do another logging contract by the end of the day if we can. That also depends on what we got going on. We do need to check on our greenhouses because we didn't do that today. There we go. Just like that, this field is all wrapped up already. It's not a very big field. There we go. What I'm thinking is we're going to work on this field and we're going to keep this one for a while. But I think the next field we're going to buy is 35, and then we'll merge them together. We'll go through into a full field reset. Because not only are we going to do sheep, eventually I want to buy a second pen and do goats, and they all take grass. So we're really going to have to up our grass game. But we got to do it in baby steps, because I still have to make money to pay off this loan, otherwise we'll pay never-ending interest, and I don't want to do that. So we'll get this mower all serviced up, cleaned up, and put back in the barn. Then I'll grab the baler, and we'll grab the field. Oh, too far. Let's see. A little more there. Oh, man. That's not good. Still works. We'll fix it later. And then the mower. Repair for $1. Ooh. Alrighty. And I'll see everybody after a bit. Alrighty. That was a little bit of a fiasco. Apparently 2 bales is too much for this tractor, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna add the back tires to this thing, try and give it some weight. So we'll go right in here like that. Oh man. The other way. There we go. Just on a good one today. So, what we'll do is we'll go ahead and customize this. We have 1 set of duals or 2 set of duals. I think we're going to do the both. That should give us enough weight to prevent that from happening. Now what we're going to do, alrighty. Let's go grab our fertilizer. And we're going to make a decision here. I believe after we mow, we need to fertilize, so... a little bit wider than I'm used to. Okay, let's see. There we go. Okay. And before we get too much further, let's look down here at field 35. We go to soil composition. It's got 50% fertilizer already. Let's see here. There it goes. Yeah, 50% fertilized, and it needs lime. So let's go ahead with our fertilizer. We'll empty out our fertilizer. We'll stack all our bags back into the barn. And then what we're going to do is we're going to run down to the concrete plant, and we're going to pick up some lime. And we're going to lime that field, because we want 100% field harvest. So, go get this done. Go this way. Haven't been this way yet. We have, I don't remember. Oh man, are we gonna fit? Oh, just barely. On in here. We'll get this fertilizer spreader unfolded. We'll hit our GPS. Wow, that's pretty sad. Okay. Bring this thing on. There we go. Quick work of this field. Oh man. I did not hit that. I thought I did. There we go. Much better. Oh. Last 2 passes here. Alrighty, let's take a look at our map. Should be. There we go. One little piece in the corner here. Definitely want to hit it. There we go. No excuse now. And just confirm. Yep. 100% fertilized. Perfect. Go ahead and fold this back up. Go empty this out. Then we'll head down to the concrete factory, grab us some lime. Alrighty. That's one whole field down, I believe. We'll check here in just a second. I believe we have it limed and fertilized to 100%. I think that's all that one needs. We'll get all this lime pulled out. We'll go ahead and organize our boxes here. Got some cleanup work to do around the farm. Okay. Go organize this. There's Edwin. No dirt. Make sure this is all maintained. Repair 2. Alrighty. Get this put away. Never-ending chore process at the farm. Look at all this we gotta pick up here. Alrighty, so first things first. Gotta open up our doors. Oh, they are open. Look at that. Okay, one step ahead of myself. Now let's take a look at field 35 here. So field 35 needs lime. 2 little dots. We'll let it slide for now. Weed, fertilized, doesn't need plowing, doesn't need lime, doesn't need rolling. So field 35, no 34, sorry, is good to go. So now we just need to let that grow. We have 2 bales right here next to our barn. Now it's time to clean up the yard. Alrighty, and we now have all of our yards cleaned up. We are going to be done with this for today. We're going to close that up. Already 1 o'clock. Leave that running for a minute. Check on our water. We still got 9,900 liters. Got 700 liters on this pallet being made. So 300 more liters and we'll get a pallet of chilies. We got 451 on the garlic, so that's almost half a pallet right there. And lettuce is at 139. Still one of our longest, but we'll take it. It'll be worth the money. I think our field is done. Let's see if there's any contracts we can take. Ooh, we have some cultivating. That one's not too far. I think we're gonna do the wood transport because I want to see if I have all my settings correctly. So we're going to hold on. The harvesting ones. We have some fertilizing we can do. Probably hit that one tomorrow. Deadwood. We need to get some equipment to move dead trees. That's what we need to do. Yep, I think we're gonna do this one. We'll go ahead and borrow the items here. Oh, we had one that I did and I didn't even realize it. Look at that. Free money's always good money. Alright. Let me go park this tractor up by the barn. For now. Actually, we're gonna service this. And then we'll park it. Okay, now the question is, am I gonna fit? Barely. We'll take it. You got an inch, got a mile. Okay, put the forks down. Shut her down. And then let us go to... There we go. Not the first time we've been in this one. Find the optimal route here. We'll go... down... this way. Okay. Oh, that was painful. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the joystick, but it is not working. So I will have to do some investigation on that one. But that being said, I got another contract down. Let's go turn this one in. Get paid. This will pay for another little bit on our loan. Gotta take it a little easy coming down the hill. Go faster uphill. I was empty. Now I'm full and top heavy. No, don't get stuck. There we go. Perfect. Alrighty. And we'll make a hard U-turn here. There we go. Because we are going to the furniture factory? Or the lumber yard. One of the two. But not a far drive. We'll kind of see what time it is. I don't know if we'll have enough time for another contract. And coming up around field 81 is where we turn all this in. Again, trying to take it a little easy, a little heavy. And a right turn here. There we go. Right out back here. Look at that, man. Extra $25 too. We'll collect that. I think what we need to look at, first off, come down here to animal transport. Does just horses. $25. That would wipe us clean. So we're gonna have to hold off on the trailer. Yep, gonna have to hold off on the trailer, sadly. But what we can do... Nope. If I can remember what I'm doing here. Construction. Let's look at adding our pen. Sheep. Our cheap one is 14,000. I think that's the one we're gonna go with. I think we want it right there. I think that would be a good little spot for it. Do you want to customize the fence for sheep pasture? Nah. Do you want to plant meadow for the sheep pasture? Absolutely we do. And then, uh-oh. I can't do the dirt. So we're gonna do painting. I believe this is asphalt. Yeah, asphalt. Alrighty, look at that. So now we've got our pasture here. Go take a look at it. Gonna cut our budget down to the wire today. I want to keep making some progress here. There we go. Like that. Looks pretty good. Can hold 19 sheep. Except I need to fix this because this is going to bug me. We're going to go to construction. There we go. There we go. And there we go. There we go. That looks way better. Then put our water here. Water 1,500 liters and food 3,000 liters. Which is great. I don't even think that's a full bale. How much is a bale? Take a look here. Run over and check our bales out. Our bale is 6,000. Nope, that's not even a full bale. Edwin, there you are. Find any squirrels? No? Good talk. Alrighty. Let's see. Should have another contract here we could do. I think we'll run over and do this one. Or we could borrow the equipment and get 7,000. Do that one. Use something other than our own equipment for today here. Jump over to it. Haven't been in one of these in a minute. Kind of nice. Alrighty, I'll see you all at the field. just like that, we are going to finish out our day. Looking over our budget here, we went ahead and took that loan, or did that contract rather, and then we're going to repay 5,000. So we made $1,000. Making some progress. Still want to get rid of this. We're at 209 just in 5 days. Not really looking excited to see how far that one goes, but we're down to 435, making headway. Ooh, a little excited. Well, everybody, thank you for coming along for the ride, and I will see you in the morning.